Okay, we've already seen how to change standard form into slope-intercept form by solving for y. I'm going to show you a couple problems where you go in reverse and put something in standard form. So the first example I want to do for you, I have y equals 2x plus 8. Very simple. All I'm going to do is move the x and y terms to the same side by subtracting. So I get negative 2x plus y equals, and then those cancel, I just get 8, and that's all I had to do there. The next problem I want to do, I'm going to move the x term over. Since it's negative, this time I'm going to add. So I add 1/3 x, and I get 1/3 x plus y equals negative 5. So far, not that different from the one we just did. But if you look at the instructions, they tell us that we want integer coefficients. Now, an integer means we can't have that 1/3 there, so we need to get rid of that. And the way to get rid of the 1/3 is to just multiply by 3. But I can't just multiply the first part by 3, so I'm going to multiply everything by 3 and use the distributive property. So all three pieces of this equation. So 3 times 1/3 will cancel, and I just get x. 3 times y, it gives me 3y. And 3 times negative 5 gives me negative 15. Okay? Last problem I want to do for you like this today. I'm going to do this one here. Y equals 2/5 x minus 1/3. To move the 2/5 x over, I'm going to subtract 2/5 x from both sides, just like we've done for all the rest. I get negative 2/5 x plus y equals negative 1/3. Now, for this problem, I have two things I need to get rid of. I have to get rid of a 5 and a 3. If I find the least common denominator and multiply by that, that'll get rid of both. So what is the least common denominator of 5 and 3? In other words, what's the smallest thing that I could change both of them into? Well, I think it's going to be a 15. So if I multiply everything by 15, so I multiply everything by 15, 15 times negative 2/5. You can do that off to the side or use your calculator. You actually end up with negative 6x. Now the x you wouldn't have been able to put in your calculator, so you just do negative 2/5 times 15 and put that in the calculator. Plus 15y. And then 15 times negative 1/3 is just negative 5. And then we've gotten rid of all the fractions and we have only integer coefficients. And that's our standard form.